Sacha Baron Cohen always seeks a reaction, and he usually gets one. He's a modern-day provocateur. A real-life internet troll, only with a social conscience and a good agent. His British gangster character Ali G famously caught the ire of one Donald Trump. His beloved Kazakh journalist Borat Sagdiyev so infuriated a group of fraternity brothers that found themselves on the butt end of one of his jokes that they unsuccessfully sued him. He was again sued when the aftermath of a stunt perpetrated by his German fashion critic Bruno allegedly left a woman disabled. WHO is America is a half-hour series from comedian Sacha Baron Cohen. In his return to series television for the first time in more than a decade in the genre he created first in The Ali G Show. In the works over the past year, WHO is America explores the diverse individuals who populate our unique nation, and features Baron Cohen experimenting in the playground of 2018 America. Catch new episodes of Who is America on Sundays at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, PT only on Showtime. Well, here we are again, time being a flat circle and all. This time with Showtime's Who is America, in which Cohen has donned several different disguises to infiltrate and mock American politics, primarily, if the first episode is any indication, the conservative side of them. Naturally, the show, airing in Canada on Craven TMN Go, has caused a splash, inviting a cavalcade of reactions ranging from furious to fawning. The first wave of reactions came before the show even aired from those who had been fooled by Cohen into being on it, such as Sarah Palin, Roy Moore and former Congressman Joe Walsh. Article continued below. Palin was furious that she and her daughter flew across the country to meet what she thought was a disabled U.S. veteran, but was, of course, Cohen, heavily disguised, with a fake wheelchair and all. She characterized the prank, which isn't featured in the first episode, as truly sick. Her outrage proved to be great advertising for the show. As one user tweeted, "Big shout out to Roy Moore and Sarah Palin. Without their public and totally justified outrage about it, Sacha Baron Cohen I would not have been reminded that his new show premieres this Sunday at 10 p.m. on Showtime. Thanks y'all." Walsh, meanwhile, was unhappy about the final segment of the premiere episode. In it, Cohen portrays the fake Israeli anti-terror expert, Colonel Aaron Moorad, and offers a solution to America's epidemic of school shootings. Called Kindergartens, the fake program would put guns in the hands of children aged 3 and older. Cohen as Moorad visits Washington and finds support for his program from the likes of several congressmen, including former Illinois Representative Walsh, who enthusiastically backs the program. Walsh claimed he thought he was getting an award from some Israeli TV station because "I'm a great supporter of Israel," and that he felt duped into saying things such as, "Happy shooting, kids." Sacha Baron Cohen plays several different characters in his new Showtime series Who is America. Gavin Bond, Showtime, but while he wasn't happy, many on Twitter were ecstatic with the segment and the rest of the episode. Of the premiere, that sketch garnered the most reactions from viewers. Who is America had a strange rollout, first appearing online Sunday morning and then premiering on television that evening, more than 20 hours later. This clever marketing ploy gave the episode time to sink into the American psyche, by which we mean to penetrate Twitter. Actress Annabelle Wallis called the show one of the bravest uses of comedy I have ever seen. It sparks a very deep moral conversation about the world we live in, and it is hilarious. I'm in shock and awe. Oh my god. Article continued below. Comedian and actress Chelsea Peretti employed all caps on Twitter to express her excitement, saying, "It is BEYONDDDDDDDD. So funny and so dark and has insane depth. PPL showing WHO they truly are amazing." Comedian Kate Berlant was blunter. She shared a clip from the Kindergartens segment on Twitter and wrote, "These people need to be humiliated. He merely put an insane idea in front of bought and paid for NRA shills. They considered it only through the prism of the NRA, then responded the way they knew the NRA would want them to respond. Period. Going out on a limb here, but probably safe to say, any elected official who was duped to appear in the new Sacha Baron Cohen series should be permanently disqualified from ever receiving classified information, said former Florida Congressman David Jolly. Conservative voices, meanwhile, were fairly quiet. Some folks claimed that the show is really bad. Embarrassing bad. I love Sacha Baron Cohen, but I can't believe this is real. Film critic Richard Roeper offered one of the most even views on the show, calling it an equal opportunity offender. One of Cohen's satirical characters is a guilt-ridden liberal. But the real clowns are the politicians who voice support for kindergartens, a fake initiative to put guns in the hands of toddlers.